Welcome again to Basics, Floorball Basics. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe and follow. This is Floorball Basics, where I try to cover as many basics, fundamental stuff on floorball, so that you can hopefully benefit from it. So in my previous videos, I talk about various stuff, various fundamental skills, simple skills, basic skills that you can touch on. But the last video, what I actually talk on was how a simple wrist movement can actually affect your shots. Yeah, when you take your shots. So in this video, I'm just going to do a bit of follow-up. Similar, the wrist movement already settled. If you want to look at the video, please take a look at the previous video over here. I'll put the link over here and the description below. However, in this video, I'm just going to talk about now with your hands, both hands holding on the stick. Obviously, you need to swing when you shoot or you pass. Okay, which side of your body do you need to focus on? Okay, which side of the body you need to focus on? This video hopefully can help to touch on that, and by activating one side of the body more than the other, it can actually help to improve your accuracy and also the power of, say, your passes or your shots. Okay, let's get it going. Now, I'm just going to tell you or describe what I've done in the past when I teach my students. Now, in the past, when I teach my students, when I talk about passing, okay, this is passing, okay. When I touch on passing, I first got them to do this, which is first the master hand on top of the stick, just to work on a few passes like this, like what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I get them to first try to understand that, oh, in order to make the pass, your master hand on top has to kind of pass and cover the shots in. Okay, however, these days I deviate a lot more, and I said, why not we change the other way around, whereby I use my secondary hand instead. So I actually get them to hold the stick, prepare to hold the stick, okay, after which let go of their primary hand, and then with the secondary hand, I work on their passes only solely on their secondary hand. Now, what of course I'll get them to do is to do exactly what I did for, say, about 3 to 5 minutes, just to get the muscle memory going on, in terms of knowing that, okay, my secondary hand is doing this, my secondary hand has to drag and push it, and it has to point such a way that the ball has to go flat towards, say, the target that's in front. Okay, this is what I'm going to do first, and just hold on while I get a target, a bottle. So a water bottle, say, somewhere in front over here. Next, what I'll get them to do is same thing with the secondary hand. I'm gonna just control the ball a bit, get ready. Can be using with two hands or one hand. Once I'm done, get ready to make the pass, and hopefully I can hit the bottle like what I just did. Okay, so with that in mind, what I'm trying to do is two things. Number one, using the secondary hand side of the body. In my case, it's my left hand, okay, to work on the rotation of my hips, and as well as the side of body. Okay, so work on that rotation. That will indirectly work on the power, and with that also it indirectly works on the accuracy. Okay, so this is what I've been getting players to train, just to kickstart this idea of where do you activate your body more. So once with two hands, then what does this mean? In my previous video, I referred my master hand as stabilizer. I stabilize it. Therefore, I will use this to activate. My left hand will activate. My right hand at the top is used to stabilize it. Okay, so that the stick doesn't wobble. I refer this to the last video as well. Okay, so this is on the passing movement. I'm just going to switch on this camera. I'm going to switch off this camera, and I'm going to show it in two different angles. Hopefully, say a few times. I'm just going to shoo this away. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, at a slightly further distance. There it goes, with proper activation from my left side and stabilizing from my right side. I'm gonna then now work on my passes. Okay, this is what I've done so far. This is so far 4 out of 4. It's unplayed for. Okay, it's all recorded without any cuts in between. It is 5 out of 5. Okay, so 5 out of 5 passes towards the target that I place in front, based on what I've recorded so far. Okay, so this is on the passes, and I'm going to move on to the shooting. Now, moving on to the shooting, obviously I don't have a goal here in this moment of time, so I'm just going to purely show it based on what I have right now. I'm just going to show and explain on the 3 different shots very quickly, and everything explaining the same method. On my left side, I'm going to use it to activate my hips and power. On my right side, which is the master hand, I'm going to stabilize the stick so that I get the shots through. And again, referring to the last video, I'm going to try as much as possible to keep my wrist intact, the alignment intact. Okay, so right, for the wrist shot, fundamental posture, get ready, left side to activate. And what I can do is, for the first few shots, I'll actually shoot again, same thing, only with my secondary hand. This is being let go. Once in place, this is what I'll do to practice it. So again, it looks damn strange. Okay, it's damn awkward for me to then work on this. But what you can hopefully try to see in the midst of it is, I'm trying to use my left side to activate the power a lot more. Okay, so power from the hips, from back to front. I can slide it. I can decide not to slide it on my blade. And once I'm happy with it and ready, that's where I'll take the shot off. Okay, one more time before I go into 2 hands. Ready again, hips activated. Okay, so with now 2 hands on the stick, everything is the same. I'm just trying to now put whatever reps I've put in before that into play. So sliding from the left side, and then minimal wrist alignment or wrist bending, and I'm just going to stabilize it and then take the shots. So this is one wrist shot, second wrist shot, and third wrist shot. Okay, so that's on the wrist shot. On the drag shots, it's kind of a bit awkward if I were to do, say, a running turn drag, right, with only just one. So I'm just going to explain through the simple drag shots. Okay, simple drag shot over here. Again, the idea is to try to generate power by practicing from the left. So just drag it forward, and hopefully there's some activation on the hips from there. Oh, you can see you can actually lift it up. This is 1. This is 2. Again, once I'm ready, this is 3. And once I'm ready, after a few reps or few minutes, I'm going to use with 2 hands. Now, same thing, fundamental posture, wrist alignment. I'm going to drag it from the left to the front, left to the front, and then get my shots off.
Moments later.
One more time, second time, left and right, left, activate. Another time. We do this one more last time. And that's how I work on my drag shot. Okay, lastly on my slap shot, with everything already in place in mind, by now I will have already known that I need to activate more on my left. So what I'm going to do is stabilize everything, and before I take my slap shot, just ensure that everything comes mainly from the left. Stabilize it, left, stabilize it. That's one slap shot. prepare, second step shot, and lastly, third step shot. I mentioned in my previous video that certain changes I've made recently, my slap shot has been a lot more stable, and indeed it is true. So go and try it out. Again, this video emphasis a lot more on activating one side of your body rather than the other side. The one side being your secondary hand side would be the activator, and then the master hand that's holding on top of the stick would be the stabilizer. So activator, stabilizer. Okay, with that, I'll probably see you in the next video, and I'll see you again.